It was me, Reggie Bucum, Alonzo.
The podcast is activated, bitch.
All right, but I'm just saying, don't knock it.
Listen, they call me Khatu Muhammad. Of course, you're fucking about.
That is why I hit potholes.
All right, wait.
I had to think about it for a minute. One of the things that grinds me up.
It's great. We just stand there like I'm sorry, like
We live in fucking Philadelphia.
like he lost a football game for the team and shit. Like he fumbled at the four.
You said like Reggie Bucum, like Bucum. Reggie Bucum.
Welcome to another installment of the Reggie Bucum Podcast. I am your boy Meech Castro. That
I need a grill.
Intense Eagles fan over there is my guy Pete, man. You know what I mean? 1/3 of the Reggie Bucum Podcast. Welcome everybody to another episode. We appreciate y'all tuning in. I know we usually do episodes on Thursday nights, but we switched it up this week, man. And we're doing a special one Saturday night. Mm-hmm. Super Bowl Sunday is tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We both bleed green over here, in case anybody wanted to know.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I've been an Eagles fan. I show ill.
My bad.
No, you good, man. I've been an Eagles fan since the late 90s. I'm gonna say that. So been an Eagles fan for over 20 years, man.
And I'm sure my lights to green, bruh.
Pete has been an Eagles fan since I don't know when. Shit. I'm waiting on my lights to get here though too. I meant to tell you that I bought new headphones, new lights off.
Dope.
But yeah, I'm getting my podcast background together. But anyway, so what I was saying,
my bad. Go ahead, player. Go ahead.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, we both crazy Eagles fans. So the game is tomorrow, but we want to remind everybody that's watching on YouTube to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're not watching on YouTube, you're watching on Facebook. Make sure y'all go to our YouTube channel, Reggie Bucum, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Hit the notifications button so you can tell when we drop new content or we go live with a new episode like this right here. And share the live, share the page. Share your mom, dad, brother, sister, all that good stuff.
Nephews,
what's up,
all that. Not much, man. Hope, wishing on a star for tomorrow.
I think we're gonna pull it out, so I ain't really, you know what I mean?
I'm really listen. So in case I didn't say this on the last episode that we had before the 49ers game.
In case I didn't say this.
In case I didn't say this, right? Let me take my shit off real quick, player. Hold on. Ooh, that's a cold ass chain right there.
Nah, you should have left that shit on.
That's a cold ass. I'm gonna bring him back.
That's a cold ass chain.
That's a cold ass chain. What was I saying?
Sound it out, Playboy.
All right, so what I was saying was before the Niners game, right? Mm-hmm. What I was talking to my kids about was like, look, here's the thing with this kid, right? He's dazzling, he's good, but the problem he's going to have is
who is the he you're referring to?
To Brock Purdy.
Okay.
My argument to anybody, because I don't necessarily like to make predictions anymore, but my argument at working with some of my students was that kid has not had to deal with being on the run an entire game. He's gonna get hit hard and very quick. Pause. And look what happened. 5 plays in?
Dunyan.
And then the other kid comes in and gets sacked. And to me, it was a fumble.
That was a fumble. And that's not a kid. That man has been in the NFL 15 years.
Well, right. But I'm saying the next guy comes in, he gets smacked around 2, 3, or 4 times. And the only thing I keep telling people is, look, we all know what Mahomes is capable of. We are all witnessing what Hurts is capable of. But the issue that Mahomes is going to have is he is going to be on the run the entire game. And if that leg is not as good as he says it is, he's going to feel it.
He's going to be on the run all game.
He's going to be.
He knows it. There's no way he doesn't know it.
Shit,
But
they beat Cincinnati on some sucker shit, really.
But
so
that's scary to me because he's dangerous on the run.
He is dangerous, but the thing is, he's going to have to run the entire game one way or the other. And he not getting blitzed a lot. It's just gonna be off that raw power from that front line. I want Reddick to fucking be the MVP. I want
to see how strong his ankle is. Apparently, there's been some illness. I don't know how true it is, but there's been some illness going through the Chiefs team.
Yeah, and they got some injuries too, right?
And yeah, they got a few guys that's probably missed a few practices this week. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook. I don't want to not acknowledge y'all. There's a couple of y'all over there I see. Remember, y'all can always join the conversation. Jump in the live chat. Yeah, jump in the comments. And if somebody wants to come on camera, if you're in an appropriate setting, you know what I mean, where you got good Wi-Fi or good internet access.
As long as you ain't at Piccadilly's.
A good camera and all that stuff, and you're presentable, we'll send you a link and you can come up and give your opinion live. You know what I mean? But if you want to stay in the comments, you're more than welcome. You know what I mean? Put a comment in there and we'll throw it up on the screen so everybody can see it. I want to see how strong his ankle is.
Yep.
I want to see he's had about 2 weeks to get it together. I think we should keep him on the run, even though that's when he really gets dangerous, though, because then the receivers can just run around. They're not really running routes.
But the other thing is,
it makes it harder for the corners and the DBs to, play defense.
True, but I think he's gonna have to get that ball out fast, and he's going to throw at least one pick tomorrow.
You say one?
At least one, if not two.
I'm not mad at the prediction.
He has not played a defense like the Eagles defense all season, maybe in the last 2 or 3 years. That defense is top 5 for the last 10 years, bro.
No, I feel you.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping Sue has a fucking hell of a game. But I really want Reddick to be the fucking MVP of that Super Bowl, bro. Him or Jalen. Or fucking AJ or Smith, whoever, like, you know what I'm saying? But I need Reddick to get like at least just something. I want people to talk about Reddick for the next 30 years after tomorrow's game in a good way.
I want Jalen to win the MVP.
I'm good with that.
I don't care who wins the MVP for real. I just want to win the game. But if I had a choice, I would like to see Jalen win the Super Bowl MVP. Ooh,
that's a story
because
right there.
I feel like he deserved the regular season MVP. Don't get me wrong, Pat Mahomes had a good year. He had a great year. And also I feel like we got snubbed out of Coach of the Year, I feel like.
Yeah, they did all kinds of shit like that. But you know what? It's cool because tomorrow, if and when they win that Super Bowl, all that other side shit, all them little trophies, that's all bullshit. At the end of the day, I need AJ to get that, man, because I'm not gonna hear the end. Remember, I live in Titans Town,
right? And
people out here are salty still about that.
Seriously?
When the Eagles beat the shit out of him in the middle of the season,
yeah, well,
I ain't say much of nothing. Yeah, I ain't say much of nothing. I was just like,
you ain't gotta say nothing. Just listen. AJ came back, he stomped y'all out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It ain't much to say. What are you gonna say?
Well, you're gonna say it is what it is.
Go about your day, man. Just go about your day. You see y'all not having a really good season. Just go ahead.
Yeah,
go about your day.
Yeah, just get out of here.
Get out of here.
Hey there, Rusty. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yo, you ever seen that? You ever seen the Bill Burr joint when he was talking about his friend's kid, like, was at a party, like, came up to him and started talking to him, and he said he said he wouldn't shut up, so I poured water on his head, and he goes, and then he fucking told on me. It's a grown ass man talking about a 5-year-old little kid.
Fuck you expect? He ain't told on you. Fuck you thought he was gonna do?
He said he wouldn't shut up, so I just poured water on his head, and then he fucking told on me.
I got a student like that. When she starts talking, you can walk away from her. she will still walk behind you and still be carrying on with the conversation like you are not walking off, right? And you're trying to be nice because she's, a sweet little girl. Yeah. So I don't think she took her medication on Friday.
Right.
She had like a mental breakdown in the class and started snapping, bro.
Oh shit.
And the girl's like a little handicapped as well. So it was funny as hell, man. I told my homeboy, I was like, yeah, you was about to get your ass whooped, man. Like she was about to go off. But it was like the sweetest, like, what do you call it? Like a little episode or whatever. Cause she was yelling at people, but it was like in a nice way. She was like, right. She went off on a teacher. You're a bad teacher. You're a horrible teacher. You don't teach us anything. And like she turned around to the class and she was like, you're all brats. Like, I'm like, like, it was weird, bro. And it's like, you don't usually see somebody go off nice, but she just going off, bro.
Where'd you get those pants? At the pants store.
But yeah, bro. So,
oh man. Sorry.
Yeah. How do you want to start this, man? You want to talk about Brett? You want to?
Well, man, really, I think before anything else, I don't think my man is on live tonight, huh?
What you call it? Hold up, man.
Yeah, because we owe him a debate.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him.
We owe him a LeBron versus Jordan debate, and we did say we want to state our word. We did say last time that we was gonna pick up there.
We did,
and we didn't.
And we tried to stay true to our word.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we always try to stay true.
But if not, what was the option? The other option?
We Brett Favre, shit like that.
Dude, the trade that sends KD to the Suns. Holy shit. Like, I need Benny on here for that one, bro. Yeah, shout out to Benny. Benny, man, if you watching and you listening, Benny, I need you on here tonight, man, for this conversation about these crazy ass NBA trades that just went down. And the Sixers did nothing. What y'all think? Y'all think that was a bad move? To me, I don't know. I mean, I follow basketball, but I don't follow basketball. I'm not like a savant or nothing like that. But to me, the Sixers needed to do something. They ain't do shit, really. And I'm not hearing much about Maxey lately. Not that I want him to be traded. I don't want that at all.
Did you see the trade?
That's what I'm saying. Like I was entertaining the fam while you was on the phone, but
no, I got it. I was getting my man Irvin.
The trade deadline was bananas in the NBA this year. Like, what the freak?
I mean, well, it depends on what team you're talking about. I think Phoenix just went bananas with this trade.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my question to you, and I was saying, I don't know if you can hear me, but I was saying I want to get Benny on for this conversation too, because I know Benny's a savant and he loves basketball like that. And he knows the sport well. But yo, who beats the Suns now? If KD stays healthy.
In the entire league or just in the West?
Period.
In the entire league?
Memphis?
I think Phoenix, no. Memphis doesn't have enough. And
they're still too young, right? Yeah.
I just don't think they have enough. Like, Ja Morant's great. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, but he's getting into dumb shit too. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Well, you gotta grow up at a certain point in life, especially when you're doing business like this. You gotta learn to grow up. And he's still young. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna learn.
Yeah.
Hopefully before something really stupid happens. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna learn. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe Golden State, just because they have that experience.
Golden State?
Yeah. Maybe okay. Golden State, maybe
Celtics?
Boston, if you ask me, and I'm a Miami Heat fan. Boston, if you ask me, Boston is like the top team in the East.
In the East.
Yeah, Boston's the top team in the East now. Definitely since Brooklyn is dismantled.
I know the Sixers can't seem to figure them out.
I think that honestly, James Harden, I think he's wore himself out with the Houston days, and he's not the same James Harden anymore. So he's kind of playing. He is playing. I'm not kind of. In my eyes, he is playing the Robin to Joel Embiid being Batman. And
Gotcha.
you know what I mean? He has every right. Don't get it twisted. Joel Embiid's the best center in the league.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not the same. It's not the same James. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not the same James.
Before I forget what I was going to tell you earlier on the pre-show, you know, one thing I'm starting to love is these fans coming to Philly and disrespecting that Rocky statue and putting their team's bullshit on there. And every time they do that, they lose.
You
notice that?
I saw. Yeah, somebody had made a post about it. I saw the Chiefs. Somebody from the Chiefs went over there and did it, and I was like, all right, you just sealed your fate. Like y'all definitely about to lose now.
Yep. Because look what happened when Minnesota tried that shit in 2017. Lost. The Niners tried that shit. Lost.
Everybody, whoever comes up trying that shit, disrespecting the Rocky statue, which I don't even know why we give a fuck about. I mean, I understand he represents the city because of the movies, but he's not even a real person. So
yeah, but it's like a caricature of the city.
Yeah, but you fuck with Rocky and you get that curse put on you. You lose.
Exactly. You won't come here and be disrespectful. And see, that's the shit I don't like. People,
my guy Irv, what up, man?
Blah blah.
Hey, we ain't waiting for you to jump on, man. I sent your wife the link, man. We owe you that debate, so I want you to jump on it. You know what I mean? We can talk about that shit. But yeah, anybody who disrespects the statue, the Rocky statue, it ends bad for you. It never ends well for you.
Yeah.
So please, by all means, man, fuck Rocky up.
Did you see the Instagram clip of the boy Nick Bosa's brother came to the game and the fans was
they were arguing with Joey.
Hilarious.
They got Joey out of his element.
Yeah, you suck, Bosa. They was from K&A, you heard?
Yeah. They was from
Bosa. That Kensington accent.
They was from Fishtown. Tantrum, what's up? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in and joining us.
What happened, girl? I hate it.
We want to talk. We want to talk a little bit about these trades, man, at the trade deadline. So I got my man OG Benny in here.
Yeah. He's on?
Yeah, we're gonna bring him in, man.
Good. Did you hear? Yeah. I'm glad.
We're gonna bring Benny in, and we're gonna talk about some of these trades that happened at the deadline and see what he thinks. You know what I mean?
Benny, if you can hear me, I'm so glad you were able to come on. There he is, right there. What's up, big dog?
My guys, what's up, fellas? What's
good to see you as always, man. I was saying a couple minutes ago, and I'm like, I need Benny on this conversation right here because I know he knows the sport so well. Yeah. We're talking about these banana ass trades.
And we got Irvin's in the building. My man Irvin here, ready to talk some basketball too. He had a debate he wanted to talk about. What's up, my guy? What's up, man?
Luke.
What's up? What's
right, going on, Memphis?
What's going on? What y'all got going?
Go ahead, Meech. Go ahead, break.
We just talking a little bit about
straight up.
These trades that happened.
What's going on, Philly?
Real quick. OG, what you think about these trades at the deadline, man, so far?
Overall, or just specifically for individual teams?
Overall, like what teams do you think won in the deadline as far as they trades? What team do you think made bad trades or bad decisions? You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
To me, the Dallas trade with Kyrie, that was like that wasn't like nothing mind blowing or like, oh, watch out for them now. It's just like you're gonna have two ball hogging dudes, like my man said, two ball hoggers that can create shots and make buckets. So that's not nothing.
That's the same thing I was saying.
I'm a Laker fan. I'm not totally through the roof about the moves we made, but I'm through the roof that we got rid of Westbrook. And the little pieces that we got, it's a little formula.
I didn't think
something like that, but it ain't no championship team.
I didn't think that y'all would get rid of him. I didn't think nobody was going to take him.
I didn't think anybody would take Westbrook.
$47 million. You know what I mean? I didn't think nobody was going to take him for that price.
Yeah.
I was fucking shocked.
I think, to be honest, the most shocking trade to me was the Phoenix trade with KD.
Yeah.
To me,
it was, but it wasn't, because he already requested it The
Yeah,
trade
but to go
they rescinded it. So.
To go to Phoenix though.
Phoenix. I didn't see them going to. I didn't see him going to Phoenix in the trade.
Yeah. So to me, if Devin Booker can stay healthy, and Ayton stay healthy, they're gonna be dangerous, man.
Yeah.
If you look at it, that lineup would be Chris Paul, Devin Booker, T.J. Warren, and then you got KD and then Ayton. It's like that lineup.
Yeah. Chris Paul could be an old point guard now. He really don't have to.
He don't have to do too much because any of them, for real, any of them can give you 20, 30 points. Because even T.J. Warren, don't sleep on him.
No,
T.J. Warren can give you 20, 30 points.
Yeah.
So anybody can have a good night, and with that whole starting five being the way they are and the caliber players that they are, you can switch them out and sub them in and always keep a star on the floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Think about KD's point production right now. Think about his point production now off of him creating his own shot. So now think about having a point guard that can set him up to get buckets now.
Right.
It's going to be a problem.
Who you think to you, Irvin? Who you think had who you think made the worst trades? Like who you think made the worst or the best trades? How you feel? Who went? Which caller went back to Houston? John Wall. Lakers Lakers got Hachimura. I thought that was a good trade for somebody that can develop into something. I like my Japanese brother.
I like.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think that John Wall trade was trash. I mean, he didn't even want to be there when they traded for him the first time.
Yeah,
I think that was trash. Off top.
I think he should be happy. Anybody want his ass right now at the price he is.
Yeah, that too. And Westbrook is gonna be miserable, and he gonna be miserable.
I'm just waiting
over
for
there in Utah.
Buy him out. I think they're gonna buy him out in Utah. I don't think he's gonna play there. I think he would become a free agent. See who pick him up.
Oh, okay.
That's rolling the dice. Anybody that takes Westbrook after this year is rolling the dice.
Yeah.
If you don't put him in a system to where you got something set up just for him to where he could just be free. If he can't play free, and you got a system, there's no sense of getting him.
Yeah, Benny. But it's not gonna be that crazy because you get them at a cheaper price. After this year, I'm sure he's gonna be a league minimum or a few $1 million. He ain't gonna be what he is now. He's getting $47 million. This is last year of his contract.
Yeah, but you still got to think about the structure of what you building or what you already have before you bring him in. He's not the veteran point guard that's going to come in and make the new point guard better.
Yeah. What would be the plan
for
Benny? If it was up to you, Benny, what would be the plan? Like if you had that team and he got brought over, what would you start with him?
If I had which team? If I had Utah,
right, with Westbrook on it.
Utah got a structure, so I would have, as a coach, I would have been pissed. I wouldn't have advocated.
I really don't think it's nothing you can.
I wouldn't have tried to get him, but
yeah, I don't think it's nothing you could do with Utah.
I would have to. I would have to try to alter something in some type of way because the last thing I need is
one thing about it is he definitely ain't the same player he was when he was with OKC.
Hell no, and he's not.
He was explosive.
Yeah,
he was that dude for a good.
I don't understand though where his shot went because I don't think he always shot this horrible.
He didn't shoot like that in the first place.
He's not.
He wasn't
right now.
He wasn't a shooter, but it seemed like now later on in his career, he's just a worse shooter than I've seen before in previous.
So here's
years.
the thing, right?
I agree with this.
This is the thing. He's actually not shooting that bad. The thing with him is what we all are used to seeing from him from over the years.
Explosive to the hole.
Him doing what he want to do, getting to the bucket. We're used to seeing that, right? But what we have to take into account is he's a little bit older. So we're looking at your game should mature with your age. His game didn't mature with his age. So he still comes out with the attitude of I'm still can do these things, and we see that he can't. And his mind, he's never been in a position to be a point guard to control an offense or run a team. And then when you put him in that situation, it makes him look crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, I never thought about it that way with Westbrook because he never really had to lead a team. You know what I mean? Well, I mean after KD left, but they didn't really do much.
He never had to be a traditional point guard. Let me put it that way.
Right. I can dig that.
That's a good point.
I can take that. He never really had to be because he was always he was one of those point guards / 2 guards. You could put him at either one because you're just gonna be aggressive.
They're gonna bring him down, go isolate, get him a pick, and let him use his explosiveness and get to the bucket. That's it.
Pretty much.
He's gonna bam you. He gonna do a crazy layup.
Yeah, he never had a super break you down handle. I mean, he had the handle to get by you, but they're gonna set the screen. He gonna go from there.
Yeah,
you can put him in Derrick Rose in about the same category.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
as far as the explosiveness and all that, yeah.
Westbrook put up Westbrook numbers because Westbrook is we ain't gonna act crazy. He flirt with if he don't get the triple double, he gonna flirt with it damn near every night.
Right.
Yeah. Don't he have a super high percentage of shooting shots too? Of attempts?
I think so.
Yeah.
Now.
He takes a lot of shots.
Yeah,
he's not making them. Right.
No. Not now.
But that's what I'm saying. It to me, it just seemed like as the years, later on in his career right now, it seemed like he's shooting worse than I've ever seen him shoot before. In OKC, I didn't see him shoot like, I'm not saying he was Steph Curry, like he was, you know what I mean? But he was making them shots. There's plenty of times watching those OKC games where he was knocking threes down and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This shit is ridiculous.
I think it's something happened with his confidence at the Durant left.
You think so?
I think that messed up his confidence. I think so.
I agree with you on that, brother.
His big brother left him, so I think his confidence went down a little bit. I ain't gonna say a whole lot.
He left, but he still played good. But
he played decent ball for sure.
Thing, right? When you playing with a guy like KD, right? Not saying KD don't want to win, but his hunger to win, from what we see, we don't know him personally. Maybe he does have a higher drive to win, but from what we see from KD, he's not outspoken about winning.
Right.
When you see him in interviews, he's not the guy to say, "Man, forget the kind of sneaks I had on, man. We lost the game." He's not that guy.
Yeah.
Ron is that guy. Ron will, he's that guy he's worrying about because he lost the game, right? So look at a guy like Westbrook that comes from playing with KD. We just me, him, and Hard. We out there having fun. We young. We crushing them. We killing them. We just balling. Oh shit, we in the playoffs. Oh shit, we in the finals. They wasn't playing for that.
Yeah,
they have to be there because they were doing well, right? So now when you go play with an athlete that wants to win and you don't come from that mindset, a lot of dudes, they confidence gets shook because now this guy's a such champion. They hold him to this standard. They hold me to this standard. So I have to come here and not only play to what they hold me accountable for, I have to play for what this guy wants me accountable for. And when you play, and that could break a lot of guys' confidence. Do I shoot the ball right now? Do I take the last shot of the game? Do I pass it to him right here? Oh, it's a lot of shit that go on. And that's what it looked like to me from Westbrook, where it's like his confidence on decision making is fucked up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think he was a little motivated when KD left too because they had all that shit going on in the media. The fans, when he came back, was holding up cupcake fucking posters and all that. It was
right. They called him West Brick.
Yeah, talk about KD when he first went to Golden State and he first came back. I think Westbrook was motivated by KD leaving and him having to carry that team because that's when he really went off with the triple doubles and all that shit. So I think after that died down, KD won a few championships. He left, went to Brooklyn. Now Westbrook just don't you know what I mean? He ain't got no more motivation. So I honestly, I don't think he wants the ball. I think he's gonna retire earlier than people think. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's too late in his career to have a bright light and then a dim light. Bright light and dim light. It's too late for that. Right now, you got to just either give me all bright light till you go, or give me even kill.
Because he seems like the mellow type to me. Like he has a hard time taking a back seat now because he's not, a high quality player like he used to.
Melo took the back seat though.
Yeah, but it took him a while.
Yeah,
it took him a while. That time in Houston.
Let me ask you this: all your life, from the age of 10 years old, you've been Meech. You've been the man in football. You've been the man.
I understand where
you know what I'm saying? All your life, you have never sat on no bench.
Right.
You don't know what it feels like. So to come to that, you got to make a decision to make. Do I fight for the fact of who I am, or do I say, you know what? I want to see what's going to happen. Melo did that. Melo did that on more than 2 occasions. I
understand. Trust me, I understand. I'm not judging him for him taking longer than somebody would expect or something like that, because like you said, from the age of 10 years old, you've been the man. You know what I mean? You went to Oak Hill and you balled out. You went to Syracuse for 1 year, won a national championship. You know what I mean? Went to the NBA. You were the man in Denver. And then you already see his mentality with the Chauncey Billups interview when he was saying, Melo will have 20-something points and they win and he ain't, happy, but he'll have like 40-something, they'll lose, and he'll come in the locker room celebrating like he won the championship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the time, he was young, stupid, when worried about stats. Niggas want their money, and they know the stats is going to get them that money, so they don't care whether they win or lose.
When I look at the league and I look at guys like, I look at the league and I look at guys like Westbrook, I look at guys like, we can go on a whole list of guys, right? It's just a bunch of guys that I look at in the league right now, and it makes me think, how can't Carmelo Anthony be in the NBA right now to help a team?
Right.
It really makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder that. So it lets me know that
it
has nothing to do with winning.
Was him going to LA? Was him going to LA? Was it a bad move or what?
I don't think it was a bad move.
At that time, I'm an LA fan. At that time, it was.
I don't think it was a bad move. I think honestly, that was LeBron's way of getting his homie another check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
But also
for sure.
I'm trying to have a win, a check.
But also it brings a level of talent, because even still an old Carmelo Anthony is better than half motherfuckers around the world. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. That's still Melo. He'll still, shoot your eyes out. You know what I'm saying? But it was also another NBA legend that's still playing in the league to come in and help coach up some of the young players. You know what I mean? That may have potential and stuff like that. So it ain't just all on LeBron or AD and stuff like that. But I don't think him not being in the league right now, I think it's just teams are willing to have a player with the potential of developing them into something, great, rather than hope Carmelo still has enough in the tank to give you what your team needs. You know what I mean? I think they'll rather
come get anybody 12, 14 points right now.
Yeah, but I think they'll rather take the time to mold somebody that could be good as a good young player, rather than see if Melo got enough in the tank for
the young player that you're trying to develop.
Yeah, they don't want to take the risk in the middle.
One of the greatest shooters in the NBA, one of the best jab steps in the NBA.
Of course,
some of the best post moves in the NBA.
They'll rather. I think the money will be around the same because of Melo's, old up in age. But I just think teams will rather develop young talent rather than
I agree with that.
Get Melo year to year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think it would be a wise idea now. I'm thinking
no, Melo, what,
3 years ago, maybe 2-3 years
right?
ago.
He's right behind LeBron, 37.
Nah, he older than LeBron.
Yeah.
No, you're right. He is older than LeBron. So LeBron 38, Melo 39, 40.
But I'd say about 39, 41.
I think he a year above LeBron.
Yeah, he is, because he was, when they came out, LeBron was coming from high school and Melo was already done his freshman year.
So who do y'all feel like made out the best?
Low key, I think the Pistons made out with the James Wiseman trade.
I don't know.
But
I like James. You know what I mean? When James was at Memphis, he was all right. James being on that championship caliber team. You know what I'm saying?
They young Meech. That Detroit team is young.
Yeah, then you got Cade Cunningham coming back off the injury soon. You got James Wiseman. So now you got two players that can kind of, grow together and potentially become superstars in Detroit.
Yeah.
That's why I think
Detroit for
won that
potential
trade.
sake, but who you think made out the best to try to push the win? Who y'all think?
I think Arizona.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
the Suns. It's hands down.
Yeah,
I think Phoenix.
It's over with.
But yeah, you might as well go ahead and give KD MVP right now, because that's who's gonna win.
It's over with.
Hey, but fellas, Benny and Irv, I asked Meech earlier, who beats the Suns in the league? Like, who beats them in a series?
If anybody could beat them in a series, who would it be?
I give Boston. I give Boston for sure.
That's what I was thinking.
You mean the East or the West?
Period.
He just mean period. So I'm assuming who could beat them in the finals coming out the East. So that's what I'm assuming he going.
East.
I give Boston for sure.
I think Boston the best team in the East.
And
I'm mad Miami didn't really make no moves. On the West, I think it'll be Golden State off sheer. I gotta agree with him with the Boston. I gotta agree with that. I think it'll be Golden State to beat them to come out the West if anybody's gonna beat them.
I thought Boston too.
You think Golden State to beat them?
Yeah, off experience and everything else. You put Draymond on KD and let him fuck with him psychologically.
40 points. Not going
to let him fuck. And listen. If Draymond, listen to me. This is how I know it. If Draymond can't stick with him, right? Like that. If Draymond's not the young Draymond no more, we know this. If Draymond can't stick with him, then you just put Wiggins on him. Off sheer athleticism.
He ain't got a chance either.
He got better chance athletically. He has a better chance than Draymond.
The one thing I like about KD is once he figures out a way to score on you, he runs that same shit down your throat every time.
Of course. Nobody shoots the dirt fade away.
So the thing is, he's going to mid-range Draymond's life away. And he's going to post and fade away in mid-range Wiggins' life away. So
KD is one consistent mofo. He going to be so consistent. It's going to be ridiculous.
That's 20 and 20.
I wish he was consistent at the barbershop.
Draymond, you take 20 the first half, and Wiggins, you take the other 20 the second half.
See, that's off the court. You talking about stuff off the court.
But see, all of that is also pending on whether he can stay healthy.
Yeah, that too.
Well, that goes along with any of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for any of that shit to work, they all gonna have to be healthy.
But this shit, you gotta understand, it takes a workload off of all these four superstars.
Yeah,
if you ask me, it takes the workload off.
It does.
I bringing KD in. Devin Booker doesn't have to worry about so much because I feel like the pressure's kind of getting to him. You know what I mean? And then Chris Paul as well, because he's starting to become the Charles Barkley of this generation. Because he can't get over the hump to win a chip. You feel me?
You know what, Meech? That was terrible.
Got Devin Booker some help.
That was so terrible. I was telling you right now, Meech. First of all, you can't fight. Secondly, that was terrible. I swear on my mother grave, that was terrible right there. You are a knucklehead.
You are
a knucklehead.
Dickhead.
You can't fight.
He can't fight. He always said that.
He told Shaq that. He said you can't fight.
Listen.
People forget Barkley was a bad man back in the day. Bro.
All right, so listen. All right, since we're going that way, right? Give me your best NBA fight. Everybody's watched the NBA over the years. Give me your best NBA fight.
Aside from the melee against the fans.
Malice in the Palace is too easy. Give me your best NBA fight. Pick one.
Can I show it?
Huh?
Can
I show it?
You can tell me, and I can show everybody.
All right, I'll tell you.
I feel like Reggie Miller was in a good one. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he was.
Reggie was.
Reggie was in a good one.
Yeah, Reggie was.
What about Kobe?
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Then somebody swing on Kobe.
Kobe and Chris Child.
Yeah.
Kobe and Chris Child. In Toronto.
What is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember that. Listen, I remember some NBA fights.
And Artest was in one before the.
Artest was in several.
He was in several. Yeah.
Artest got a whole catalog.
Y'all ever seen Mike Epps talking about when he was the Golden State Warriors was at one of his shows? You see that one? It was like a Shaq All-Star thing, and you got to play that joint, Meech. It's hilarious. It's like 2 minutes long.
No, I didn't see that one.
He
type in Darryl Dawkins versus Maurice Lucas. Best fight in NBA history.
Okay, let's see it.
Hold up. I'm gonna show this one first.
Best fight in NBA history, hands down.
I want to show this one first.
I ain't never see NBA balls in the middle of the court like this.
Right.
I'm gonna shoot another one. I'm gonna shoot Dr. J and Larry Bird.
Yeah, Doc Stockton.
Oh
He
shit.
stopped Larry Bird. Doc hit him with the doctor. The doctor right hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kobe with the little 2-piece. That was man. That wasn't no fight, man. He pieced him though.
Yeah, he did. He
He definitely gave him a Reese's piece.
I want to see the replay.
Let's see what happens here. There's a bump here. Just keep
Ewing
watching
had
these
to be the
guys.
ugliest
They'll
ball
shove
in the
their
league,
chow shoves
bro.
and they
Yeah,
talk.
this
Now
junk,
watch
I
Chow.
remember
He's
this.
gonna hit him with the
On
head.
top.
Bump
Yeah.
there, and boom, boom,
Bing, bing.
And then Kobe
Because
throws
Kobe gave him a
couple, so
love
they'll be
tap.
Yeah, Kobe hit him with that elbow.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
he
was gonna
hit
throw
Kobe.
it, you should have thrown it.
He hit Kobe with that mink, 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 mink. Mink, mink. Back the fuck up.
If he'd have caught him clean with that first one, though, he probably have dazed him a little bit.
That's what
that second one wasn't that he pulled the punch.
What made me mad is he backed up because he knew the referees was going to jump in.
Yeah.
Got to type in Dow Dawkins. Dow Dawkins versus Maurice Lucas fight.
I don't think I don't know that I knew that that Dr. J slapped
Maurice
Larry Bird.
Lucas just sound like a nigga that could fight, man.
Maurice, anybody named Maurice sound like bro. Every Maurice I went to in high school could
shout
fight.
out to brother Maurice, but brother Maurice was playing with that stuff, man.
Was he?
Oh man, that's definitely a nigga you don't want to fight.
Yeah, he's
you don't want to fight no cokehead, man. Who got time for that?
I knew 3 Maurices growing up.
Who want to fight a cokehead,
man?
Who got time for that, man?
Oh shit!
Listen, man, let's watch these niggas fight 1982 style.
I tell you, man, this shit got wicked. Man, watch this joint here. Best fight in NBA history.
Yeah, look. All right, let's get to it.
Look.
Oh.
Oh yeah, they squared up middle.
Yeah.
Oh
What's
yeah.
up, mother? What's up, you
Oh,
jive
yeah.
turkey motherfucker? What's
Yeah.
up, you jive?
You job, turkey.
Look.
What's up, sucker?
Yeah,
What's up,
got real out there.
What's up,
It
sucker?
got
Oh,
real.
shit.
It got real. Look. Darryl ain't finished.
Whoa.
What's up, sucker? Ain't nothing but to do it.
Yo, he sure wasn't done. See, this is the type of shit that got the Philly fans they rep. even the players.
They were vicious for sure.
Hey, that's when niggas back then, when niggas used to fight, right? They used to tell you who you fucking with.
Right.
Yeah.
That's back when you don't know who you fucking. You fucking. You don't know who you fucking with.
That's
sucker.
how they would announce themselves.
Johnny Ray Jordan. You don't know who the fuck you fucking with.
Johnny Ray Jordan.
Yo, we was at an airport once, right? When I used to travel.
Mine said clean as minks. Clean as mink chat.
Mink.
Be turned up.
Yo.
Oh shit.
Oh,
that nigga said the cleanest mink champ.
Make my man Bean all up, man.
What's another good one? What's another good fight? Shaq and Charles. You brought them up when Charles threw the basketball at him. And Shaq
funny John when Shaq dunked on Chris Dudley and Chris Dudley threw
threw the ball at him. That was like to me, that was like the weak kid in class getting tired of getting picked on and shit. Like, man, fuck that, man.
But if you watch the video when Shaq was coming down, he was holding Shaq's legs. Like if Shaq would have fell backwards, Shaq would have opened the back of his head up.
Right. That was, to me, that was just like the kid in class who just, I'm tired of it, man.
But
can't take it
that's
anymore.
what you're supposed to do to a guy like Chris Dudley. You're supposed to dunk all on him like that. You're supposed to do all that to him.
Chris Dudley was tired of that shit, man. He wasn't taking it no more.
Yo, Meech, I sent you a link too. No rush.
Chris Dudley was tired of that shit. He was, we're not gonna take it.
No, we ain't gonna take it.
Yeah, we're not gonna take it.
That reminds me of that. I rewatched that Chappelle special, the one where he did that. Remember that was like the one where he's in the blue shirt, the one that kind of blew him up.
Yeah, when he was like, "I'm going to race him."
Yeah. I'm sorry, officer. I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Right.
And get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Just get out of here,
Dave. I'm going to race him.
Which fight you looking for? You know what fight I watched the other day, and it was on, but it wasn't a fight. They didn't show they showed the fight, but Andre Rison and Deion Sanders.
Ooh,
Oh, man.
that's a good one.
I was watching the Andre Rison, old Andre Rison interview. Don't ask me how it came up on my sports.
That's a good
He
one
was
right
talking
there.
about the beef between him and Deion had, and when they played that game when he was playing for when Deion was playing, I think for Dallas.
It was Niners, wasn't it?
Or was it San Fran?
Yeah, I think it was Niners.
Yeah.
The Niners in
and
Atlanta.
They came out there for like a couple quarters or a little while. They was chilling. Ain't nobody say nothing to each other. And then finally, they got caught up. Niggas was punching each other in the helmet, man.
Yeah, they was.
Yeah, that was stupid. I hate when niggas do that. Like, you gonna punch his helmet? That's stupid.
Gonna break your wrist. Punching the dude in the helmet.
That don't make sense to me, man.
A lot of anger, man.
You gotta be extra mad.
You feel like you gonna punch a helmet and make a guy's face
and win.
Yeah, a lot of anger going on, brother.
State Warriors in the house tonight.
Oh, listen to this shit.
Golden
Yeah,
State.
classic. This is classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got real legends in the house. My man Steph Curry in the house. Y'all give it up for Steph Curry. Steph.
He gonna fuck Steph up.
Yeah.
Looking like a 10-year-old out there and shit. He be just playing and shit. Just throw the ball up.
Watch what he shoots.
So this motherfucker ain't even playing, man. Motherfucker thing all in his mouth and shit.
You see when he shot the ball?
I said he don't give a fuck.
You gotta get to the Draymond joint.
One more time for my man Boogie Cousins for putting this down. My man Boogie. My man Boogie.
Gotta make sure we don't get cut.
Right.
That's the last of the big man in the NBA right there. Yeah, man. He just walked through there like this, man. After he dunked, he got to do all kind of other shit. He be
Mike is crazy.
Shit, my man Trayvon Green in the
There you go.
house.
Yeah. This is it right here.
That motherfucker's crazy right there. That motherfucker Green. He get it in. Yeah. You need a motherfucker on the team like that. He jump up in everybody's face. I be watching him sick him on motherfuckers. He be sitting on the bench and somebody hit his leg. And the coach will just look at him and go like that.
Oh my God. Oh man.
I said, yeah, they didn't put that crazy motherfucker in the game.
You can stop
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch the rest of that joint when you get a second. It's good. You know who's on that too? Carlos Miller. He kills his set on that.
Yeah, Carlos funny too.
Yeah. That was actually it was a Boogie Cousins joint. It was for All-Star Weekend, is what it was.
Carlos be on some shit. I seen him his this thing he had with a lesbian at his show.
I did see that. Yeah.
That shit made me cry, man.
Yo, he is the big man. He
Carlos,
he funnier than Chico Bean to me.
So
I think so.
Hey, Irvin, man, before I forget again, man, because you know I be drinking and stuff like that. What was the debate? You said
yeah.
Jordan and what?
The Jordan and LeBron debate. I'm tired of hearing it.
Can I open that one up?
Go ahead.
You can go ahead.
I think I said it before. I think is I don't know, man. It's so hard to say who's the greatest of all time. I think that is by era. I think Benny was on last time we was talking about this, but to me it's by era because, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like these generation stars didn't play against the kind of players or the kind of defense that was being played when MJ and those guys were around. So plus the rules were different. It's the same thing with football. Like you could call this man a GOAT, that man a GOAT, but really these dudes wasn't playing when you could really hit people. You know what I mean? So it's like, again, it's that whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And I understand. I understand that part.
When money get involved, it changes everything. So the rules, they're essentially, these are motherfuckers. They're investing in the teams, are investing in the players.
So
you gotta keep them healthy. So we're gonna change up the rules.
So how many? I'm pretty sure. How many of y'all LeBron fans?
I'm a LeBron fan.
I'm a Laker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could
you
take
just a Laker fan.
I'm not a Laker fan. Yeah, I'm a LeBron fan. My team is Miami, but I'm a LeBron fan. But you also have to remember, OG Benny is older than me. You know what I mean? So like when LeBron came into the league, I was 14. You know what I'm saying? So we look at LeBron differently.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To him, LeBron was a young boy coming into the league. To me, LeBron was an old head. I'm trying to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like him. Look at this nigga.
Herb, what about you? Are you a LeBron fan, Herb?
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm not
at all.
I'm just
not at all. I don't. This is what I say to people. I'm like, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. I don't see his game like that. You see what I'm saying? I just see he plays bully ball. That's what I see. I mean, he big and strong than everybody, so I think he just forces his will on people. I don't see no game.
So let me ask you two questions. First of all, let's put it in reverse. Are you familiar with Brian when he came in the league?
Yeah.
Brian was nowhere that big when he came in the league.
No, he wasn't.
He was a kid.
Yeah, he on his juice. I understand he on his juice right now. I understand.
Damn.
After he came in the league.
Don't make no accusations.
Yeah, we don't need to get sued.
My bad, y'all. My bad. Allegedly. Allegedly.
You
get
allegedly.
He's on put that weight on until after he got hurt.
Ain't no Tasha K's going on.
Is that when he put that? Is that when he grew into that?
Weight on after he got hurt.
Got you. Okay.
Before that, he was doing everything. We don't have to run down the list about what he do on the court. We have to run down the list of that. After that, when he got put the weight on, that was the purpose for putting the weight on, getting bigger, so he wouldn't get hurt again, and to change his game of having to keep dunking and going down the court. Now,
gotcha.
I can respect
that as an athlete and a guy that wants to be a champion. That's the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
To bulk up, get stronger, right? So now my game changes because I am bigger and stronger than everybody else. Why wouldn't I bully these little dudes out the way, right? So let's go back to Shaquille O'Neal. Biggest, strongest dude in the league at that time, right? He can't help his size, but he's supposed to bully people smaller than him. That's the game. So we can't, you can't, like, not saying what you can't say, but we can't say nothing negative about what negative can we say about his game?
I don't see it.
What do you see? What don't you see? Like,
he had to develop. He had to.
Are you speaking?
I understand. I understand.
Are you saying the way he gets his buckets?
No, I'm just saying. I understand he had to develop the moves he got now, but at first I ain't seen him.
How could you not?
He got a little. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to call it an arsenal. He got a little something going for himself right now.
LeBron never had like a crossover or anything like that. But LeBron would just blow by you. You know what I mean? But he over the years he's developed a better jump shot, a better 3-point shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? His basketball IQ has went through the roof. You know what I mean? Like,
he had his basketball IQ been high since he was 17.
LeBron remembers every play in the game that he just, like, the post game interview. They was asking him about all these different plays, and he was breaking them joints down in detail. And it's like, how the fuck I'm watching the game and I didn't remember this? Like, how the fuck did you remember that shit?
Here's the thing about the greatest of all time thing, right? When we say greatest of all times, it's never going to be settled.
Yeah,
you got people who are going to look at it from what position are we talking about?
Right.
How many championships did he win? Who was on his team when he won the championship? How much did he average in the finals? Right? It's always going to be on that. So my thing, when you speak about the greatest of all time, to me, Michael Jordan would be the greatest of all time. And I say this because it has nothing to do with, it has a little bit to do with his accomplishments on the court, but Michael Jordan changed the game of basketball.
He
changed the game of basketball. So when a motherfucker changes a whole game, you have no choice but to crown him the greatest of all time. You have no choice.
Yeah.
Now Brian his name is argument sake. He's argument sake. You can go back and forth about it all day long. You can go back and forth with that. But when people get down to it, Mike got 6 championships. Mike played with
the same team.
Mike kept playing with the same team, but he might have a new piece coming in that year that he had to get used to and still another new piece to come in next year and had to get used to and still win. You understand what I'm saying? So when a guy Mike changed the game, Brian changed the game in a way. Curry changed the game in a way. Curry changed the game to where he made 3-point shots the new layup. Brian changed the game as in to be a squeaky clean dude, not get in trouble, be on time. He set the precedent for dudes who weren't doing that kind of stuff. Be dedicated, want to be a winner, and all that. Mike changed the game from rules to looks to wanting to dunk contests to playoffs to the finals to commercials.
To me,
everything.
Mike changed the way niggas dribbled. Mike changed the way niggas played basketball.
Everything. So when you ask me about that, respect to Kareem and all those guys and all that, I respect all that. Brian broke the all-time scoring record. That's an accomplishment nobody would. I ain't gonna say nobody, but that's a feat that an NBA player could only dream of doing. And that's some shit. That's a major account. That's nothing that can ever be taken away from him in NBA history. That's the most points scored by all these super guys we named and Hall of Famers and all that. That's something you'll never take away from him. When you're talking about the greatest of all time, it's a lot of factors we have to put into that decision. And when you look at it and you put the factors in, Michael Jordan would be the greatest player of all time, in my opinion. And my opinion is because of the way he changed basketball as a whole.
I didn't even he didn't say it at all. I didn't even have to say nothing. I don't even got to say nothing else.
It was because he's changed it in so many ways, not even just how you play as far as marketing. With sneakers, nobody had different basketball sneakers.
Because I believe,
you know what I mean? So it was,
because I believe don't nobody talk about this enough, but what other man in sports or female in sports, he won 3 rings. He won 3. The first 3-peat he won. The man left for 2 years. Came back, won 3 more. What other athletes have done that?
Nobody.
Don't nobody talk about that.
But
and all the points
that's what I mean about the when when you're making that decision, those are the things you got to factor in.
And people don't like to factor in those things, especially the 2-year break. That's 2 seasons worth of points off the board, man. People don't think about.
Come on now.
So what a lot of people think about this too, what a lot of people don't discuss is this is another factor. When some of us seen, but basketball wasn't a whole bunch of dudes getting traded every year.
Not at all.
It was this the 6th year we done played these balls in the playoffs in the second round, 6 years straight, and we can't beat these motherfuckers.
It's the
you know what I'm saying?
dudes.
Like these dudes were going home.
It was happening. It just wasn't as
nightmares
much
about these guys because I got to play y'all 4 times in the regular season, and then we playing 5 or 6 or maybe 7 games in the playoffs, and these the same faces year after year after year after. This how the game was. Now you come in, it's not that type of thing now. It's not that type of thing.
What I said a couple years ago was the way they playing, the way the NBA is now, it reminds me more of when we was at home playing 2K. The way they trade these people, the way they trying to put all the superstars on one team. That makes me feel like when I was playing live on PlayStation or Xbox, I'm finna go put all the good players on one team. And it was years ago.
Yeah.
But
that's how I see the game now. That's why I don't watch it.
When LeBron went to Miami, I think he changed all that as far as superstars choosing where they want to go.
Yeah, because he wanted to play 2K.
Right, but
it wasn't about, you know what, Meech? It wasn't
also,
really.
It's about
how he did it.
Yeah,
how we did. Yeah, exactly.
It was that big campaign of where's LeBron going and all that.
Yeah.
That's what gave other players in the league a sour taste. Because it's like, all right, we already know y'all got him crowned as the king. We rocking with that. Y'all, do all that. But don't do this. Don't put this, for a trade or free agency, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
And he already said, like, if I had to do that shit over again, I wouldn't do it. But I think it was just him choosing where he wanted to go. Guys coming together, how they did or whatever, all them superstars. But also I think it's the salary cap and all that shit going up. I think a lot of that's a big part. It's more money now. Motherfuckers is getting $50 million for 1 year now.
Sheesh.
So you got to factor in that when you putting your team together because there's a salary cap. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
I think Harden makes $400 a game, right? $400,000 a game or something like that.
Something like that.
To do what?
Something like that. Because at the end of the day, you want this player so bad, they're gonna give you a 6-year contract, and you're gonna structure all your big money to come at the end of that contract. Yeah. So they don't gotta pay you that shit up front. That's why Westbrook is getting $47 million this year. But it's
the last team to stick together like that, where players stayed and all that type of shit, was the Warriors.
Yeah.
And what did they do?
Yeah.
They won.
Add a big piece.
The core to it. And you add a big piece like KD, but the core that
even
Draymond played
after he left,
always stayed. Yeah,
but they stayed. All of them stayed. They still there now.
But you still kept that core. You still kept the core is Steph, Draymond, and Clay. You know what I mean? And then you add the right pieces, athletic as Andrew Wiggins and in Jordan Poole develop into something. But you also got to give them credit. The Warriors, you got to get that front office credit for drafting Clay.
Well,
that helps them save money.
Let's give Mark Jackson his credit. Let's do that. Let's give
Mark
Jackson his credit.
Yes, please.
Let's give Mark Jackson his credit for putting that team together. Let's do that. They don't do that.
Definitely.
Yes.
At all.
I've actually had that argument before. Like nobody get that man.
They forget about it.
I feel like Mark deserves credit for putting that team together and giving Golden State that foundation of what they needed. But then you got to give, because at first I was totally all Mark Jackson, but now I'm kind of 50-50 because Steve Kerr took that shit and put it on another level. And you know what I mean? So
let me say this. Steve Kerr did not take that and put that on another level. Steve Kerr walked into a gold mine that was already structured, and they gave him a book and said, yo, here's the blueprint. By him being a point guard, he allowed his point guard to be free. That's all he did was allow them to understand the type of players he had, which was smart, to understand what he had, and allow them to play free within the system and not so much X and O's.
You still have to coach them motherfuckers, and you still gotta kind of.
Oh, for sure. But I'm saying it's not bringing the system. Phil Jackson brought a system to Chicago.
Yeah, but you gotta manage. You still have to manage that shit. Because Draymond say something wrong to the wrong motherfucker.
No, you have to coach. I'm not saying he don't have to coach, but what I'm saying is most coaches come with a system. Most coaches come. Who was here before? We throw all that out the window. This is what we run. So now your players got to get used to this system now.
The new system.
He walked as a coach. He walked into a system that where he looked at it like, okay, this system is cool, but if I add this to it, this will be the shit, which was smart. I'm gonna let my guys run free within this system. Let them be able to shoot and do what they want to do, and it worked out. It worked out.
Yeah, I think it's 50-50. 75.
No, you got it, because I'm not taking away the fact that you got to coach. He still has to coach. He's just not sitting there letting them, when he still got to coach.
Yeah. Right.
He still got to make the decisions of who should be in and who's fucking up and sit down and, checking niggas. He still got to coach. Don't get me wrong. It ain't on autopilot. But I'm just saying he walked into a blessing.
But you got to give him credit too, though, because he was up under some big name coaches before he started coaching.
Yeah, well, he was down there learning from Popovich, done played for Popovich. You know what I mean? So
Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson, he definitely is learning.
Steve Kerr's IQ is through the roof. His basketball IQ is through the roof.
Yeah,
gotta be. And he took a nice little jab from Jordan. You know what I mean? So
Right. He took a choking from Mike.
Either way, he ain't scared to speak his mind because whatever he said to Mike pissed him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mike wasn't feeling that.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you though. Mike wasn't no dummy, man. He knew who he could do that shit, because he wasn't doing that to Dennis.
He ain't doing the
right.
Neither.
Yeah,
right.
But he wasn't doing that to Dennis. He knew Dennis told that nigga. Dennis told Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan we all know, the wanna win, gonna curse a teammate out if he feel like he's not doing it. The same thing as Kobe. You know what I mean? Kobe would curse a motherfucker out. But this is the same Michael Jordan. He let Dennis go to Vegas. Ended up staying in Vegas for like what, a week, maybe like 4 days or something. Yeah, he needs a break.
Something like that.
This nigga Dennis went to Vegas and did all the drugs in the world. He was out there with Carmen Electra. Mike said, I'm not going to say how I found him. That lets me know how you found him.
And he went wrestling. And he went to wrestling.
Yeah.
Do you know the whole time? You know they never spoke to each other?
Ooh.
Yeah, I heard that. They
Michael
never
Jordan
spoke.
And Dennis Rodman, the whole time they played with each other, they never spoke to each other.
Yeah.
Not true.
They didn't, bro.
I heard that.
If you watch The Last Dance, Mike
when he first got there, I'm not saying ever. When he first got there, I think like the first 2 years or something like that, or 3 years, they didn't say a word to Mike. Didn't say a word to him, bro.
Oh shit.
Well, somewhere in there they formed a relationship and they spoke.
We won championships. Eventually, I'm gonna pour some champagne on you or something.
But
they didn't. Mike didn't fuck with Dennis Rodman, bro.
Mike had to go get him from Vegas. Mike went and got him personally.
Look at all the old clips, right? Look at any and ones. Look at any and ones Mike got, and watch the whole team run up and give Mike high fives. And you never see Dennis Rodman give high fives.
No,
not in the beginning at all.
Mike and Phil understood Dennis, and they understood that he was like that loner type. You leave Dennis the fuck alone. You know what I mean? You let Dennis be Dennis, because Dennis is going to go out there on that floor and he's going to perform.
Yeah, he's going to do that.
He's going to perform. So if Dennis need 2 days off, man, let Dennis. Because Dennis was an important part to that team. Dennis did a lot of the dirty work that nobody else wanted to do, and you know what I mean? Like, who was out rebounding a fucking Dennis Rodman? He had his jumping, like for him to come down and go back up, his springs was crazy, and he never gave up on shit. I've seen Dennis like 8-9 tips. Like, hey,
he's like, yo, your calves got to be burning, bro.
Right. And then he's still running down the court after they get the ball. He's still running down the court, running the offense. So it's like Dennis going out there, because Michael ain't want to say how he found them, but I'm assuming it was cocaine and naked white bitches everywhere.
Right.
I'm assuming with you.
Yeah.
But Mike didn't rock with him like that because he played for their team.
Well, man, Mike understood, man.
But he knew he was a dog at the same time.
I knew he was fucking me up 88, 89 with Detroit.
Right.
That's the reason why we bringing you over here now, because I'm
right.
That's smart. Why wouldn't we add into what we got? That pushes us over the top.
Right.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense.
What's that called? Can't beat him, join him.
Right. And Dennis was already he's gonna bring a lot more attention to the team anyway, because he was just that type of player. If you hated him, like the media, a lot of the media did, he was always in the news.
Hate to love him.
And the shit he was doing, Dennis, I think is one of the most unique people to ever be in the NBA. Like, I think
they should take.
Nobody is like Dennis.
I think never. Mm-hmm. Dennis is a definitely separated, one of a kind, man. I think they should take trades out of the NBA.
I think he is the best. I don't think so.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. I think they should take trades out of the NBA, and I think for whatever you sign for however many years, I think you should have to fulfill that and play there until you become a free agent to go somewhere else.
Play the contract out.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Makes sense. I think it makes it. It makes it more entertaining.
Well, of course, yeah,
and stuff like that, or like trades going on, whatever. But I also think it's I think it helps as far as teams and stuff like that, because there's been trades that led straight to championships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Certain trades motherfuckers made affected them winning or not.
Well, we just seen it. KD went to Phoenix.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But even before that, KD went to Golden State. They were already winning, but they lost, I believe, to LeBron, and they was like, well, fuck, let's get KD because we already beat them. You know what I mean? Came back from being down 3-1. No, they actually won that series. They won that championship that year. Matter of fact, what can we do to stop LeBron? I think that was the series LeBron led everybody on both teams in every statistical category, matter of fact. And they saw. So they was like, hey, let's go get KD. We definitely going to be unstoppable then. You know what I mean? So, but I don't think trade should be like illegal. I think they need trades and everything else. That shit makes
I get it because of the business and like you said, for the just we might get that one guy to push us over the top. I get it, but it's just like I just get tired of the no heart. We need to do a heart check in the NBA.
But they doing this
heart, man. It's like
they get out of hand.
They doing the same thing in college.
Getting out of hand.
With the transfer portal. Where these guys they not liking the situation where they're at whatever school and they jump in the transfer portal and transfer to another school. You know what I mean? So
see, before you remember when dudes used to transfer, they would have to sit out.
Right.
They would have to sit out.
Now loopholes now, man.
Now these dudes transfer Monday and they playing Saturday.
Like, nigga, didn't I just play you at USC yesterday?
Like, I just saw you.
Yeah, nigga, now I'm at Arizona State.
Yeah, you like, wait a minute. It's wild. And now they making it too, so, they got the youngins being able to come out super early again. They switched that back, so now the youngins can come out early again. Yep. They one and done. They one and done.
Some of them, like my man in Houston, they just went from high school and joined the G League. And
no, you know what they got now? You watch what's it called? Overtime?
No, I never watched that.
I think it's like Overtime, something like that. They got a league now. So they got like Mikey Williams, all these elite high school boys. Mm-hmm. They got a league that they play in, sponsored by Gatorade and all this. Some of them got nigga Mikey Williams, he got like a $2 million endorsement deal. He's still in the 12th grade. The other young boy, he got like $1 million endorsement deal. Like these kids is getting money now. In the 11th and 12th grade, and they play in this overtime league or whatever it is. It's on YouTube. They play in this overtime league, and it's like a they getting scouted and shit from this league.
All right, so before we get out of here, because
I don't want to cut y'all off, but I do got a phone call. This might be Heater from the
go ahead.
I appreciate y'all, brothers. Salute to the Reggie Bucum Podcast.
As always, my friends, good to talk to you, man.
What's up, man?
I put your you know what? Give me your address and all that. Because when I send this letter out, I'm gonna put your address and stuff because he want everybody information.
All right, I'm about to text it to you.
All right.
But
Jim.
Before we get out of here, Irv, man, we got like 10 minutes left. Before we get out of here, it is, Super Bowl Sunday is tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Got my team, you know what I mean? Philadelphia Eagles, young, strapping. You know what I'm saying? I see you got your Titans gear on over there.
Excuse me while I put my hat on.
Shout out to them. You know what I mean? Derrick Henry is my guy over there. And what's my man named Bird? The safety Bird, he from Philly. So, I rocks with him.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Fired or whatever I think his name is. I rocks with him. I like him as a player. And he also from Philly.
But, Kevin Byard?
Yeah.
I knew he was from Philly.
So we my team's in the Super Bowl. We're going up against some Kansas City Chiefs. You feel me? Pat Mahomes and all them boys over there, Chris Jones. Who you got in the Super Bowl, man? I mean, look, pick whoever, speak your mind as always, man. But who you got and why?
I'm gonna have to rock with the Eagles on this one. I'm gonna have to root for my dog, man. They traded my dogs. I'm gonna have to ride with him.
Yeah, you gotta ride with AJ. Man.
I gotta ride with it.
You gotta ride with AJ.
You got Kevin. Was it Kenny Gainwell playing for Memphis?
Woo!
We drafted.
Yep.
It's all right. I appreciate
so
that.
It was just point blank for me, man. I can't ride with Kansas City. I can't do that one. I can't. I ain't never liked Kansas City.
Do you feel like? And I've been because I was debating this shit Friday at work with my coworker. He a Carolina Panthers fan, of course, because I'm in Carolina. But so I let him ride. I'm like, all right, man, you from Carolina, that's y'all team. You know what I mean? 'Cause who the fuck would want to be a Carolina fan? You know what I mean? Motherfucking USC can probably whoop them right now. But anyway, we was debating. I was like, I think our team is going to be a good team for a while. You know, everybody's young. Hopefully this offseason they give Jalen Hurts that big contract that I think he deserves. And hopefully he continues to grow and elevate and, you know, get better in the NFL. But do you see them as a team that could potentially be a dynasty and bring a couple of championships or at least like a couple of Super Bowl appearances to this franchise?
Right. What I see is the team they have right now, it's very possible.
They're all young.
If they stay healthy, that's the most important part. Staying healthy and keeping those weapons around the young fella. They good.
Yeah.
All right. So give me a score for the Super Bowl. Give me a prediction.
I think it's gonna be a Howard. I think it's gonna be like 60. It's gonna be at least 60. Scold.
You think
I think it's gonna be like I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Between the both of them.
Oh, together, right? I got you.
Yeah, between the both of them, it's gonna be like I'm gonna say 31.
Like 31-29.
31-37.
Okay.
Eagles.
Okay. Now, Pete, I already know who you think is going to win.
Yeah.
What do you think the score is going to be?
I hate doing this, but I'm thinking 32-17 Eagles. I think the defense is going to be too much to deal with.
You think the defense is going to be too much? You don't think?
I don't think that. And by the way, one of my coworkers, his nephew is Scanling, number 11. I don't think Scanling is going to be able to deal with Bradbury or with Slay. He's not. I mean, he's a good receiver, but he's not like a
Scanling.
Yeah,
is that the one that came from
Green Bay? Valdez Scanling.
Valdez Scanling. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The thing is, he's good. He's like a Jason Avant type.
They should have kept him in Green Bay, man. I know Aaron Rodgers he's a big physical receiver.
Yeah, he's reliable, but the thing is, he gonna have a superstar on his back if he play against number 2, and if he plays against Bradbury, it's gonna be tough.
Okay.
I don't know that
because you still got Juju, you still got Kelsey, so that Kelsey is gonna be more of the safeties and the linebackers. Problem, but
that's who you got to worry about is Kelsey. Juju. Who is Juju?
Juju Smith.
Who is Juju?
He's still a wide receiver that can get you first down catches. He still can get you first down catches and all. As long as he stay off TikTok, he good, man.
But I'm gonna tell you like this: I think that Mahomes is gonna have a very hard time getting comfortable. He's gonna.
I said that too. I'm sorry, I said that too.
Yep, he's gonna have somebody in his face at all times.
I said that too.
And he didn't. And they almost lost. They came close to losing to Cincinnati, and Cincinnati's D line is nowhere near Eagles D line.
Right.
But y'all do know the NFL got to have a new face for the league, and they trying to put Patrick Mahomes as that face of the league.
Oh no, I agree.
So you think
him the greatest ever?
Right. So you think they ain't gonna score number 17?
I don't think they're gonna score more. I think it's gonna be 17. Max 20. I don't think they score more than 20 points.
Yeah, that defense tough. That defense is tough. I ain't gonna lie. It's a tough defense.
I think it's gonna be like a 31-28 Eagles.
You think it'll be that close?
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be close.
That's fair.
I think it's gonna be a high scoring Super Bowl. So I'm tripping, I guess.
I think the Eagles defense, I think they're gonna, do what they do. They're gonna put pressure on the quarterback. They're gonna cause. I think he's gonna throw, like Pete said. I think Pat Mahomes gonna throw at least one interception.
At least one.
I think he's gonna throw at least one. So they're gonna put that pressure on him. He's gonna make some mistakes. I want to see how his ankle is still holding up, even though he had 2 weeks to kind of rest it. So I want to see how his ankle's doing and how Andy's gonna run that offense. I really don't want him to run around because that's when he's kind of better at what he does.
But you know what? If that leg is not even 90%, they're gonna have to shoot it up and numb it up real good, which means that him taking off isn't gonna be much of an option either, because he can't feel that leg.
Right.
My wife a few weeks ago had a really bad high ankle sprain. And when she went back for her follow-up, she was talking to the doctor, and she said that the doctor told her basically he did what his leg, what you did to yours. And my wife is still in a boot right now, and that was a month ago.
Wow.
And she still can't even put a lot of pressure on it. And he's telling her like, oh yeah, it's basically they numbing his leg. They're shooting his leg up with all kinds of stuff. And it's
For sure they are.
And he told my wife, he said, you'll see, if that thing is numbed up, he's not gonna be able to run around a lot like
You're
that.
not gonna feel that leg, so it's gonna be weird to try to run on that thing.
Yep.
Right.
3-step, 4-step drop.
It's gonna feel like your leg asleep or your foot asleep.
He's gonna have to get that ball out fast. And I also think that because of that, Kansas City's gonna hurt themselves. That O-line is gonna hurt themselves with a lot of penalty calls.
I think also it depends on what our offense does. If our offense, because don't get it twisted, like their defensive line is not our defensive line, but you still got Chris Jones and those other guys on there on that defensive line. You know what I'm saying?
I just hope they don't. I hope they don't go past crazy. I hope they do run the ball.
We got to do that run game get going and them passes get going. Then we good.
What y'all did to the 49ers? I mean, they got a way better defense than Kansas City.
Yeah, you're right.
And what y'all did to them?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Because everybody was saying, "Oh, that Kansas City game, they ain't had no quarterback." It's like our offense still had to go out there and score points.
Dude, think about this. Think about this. We put up 30. Was it 32 or 35 on Dallas with a backup quarterback?
Yeah, it was something like that with Minshew.
Minshew put up 32, I think it was, on Dallas.
I forgot how many points, but yeah,
It was high.
I know Kansas City has a good defense, but that was a good point. We did whoop 49ers ass, and their defense is way better than, you know what I mean.
You're right. Bosa couldn't do shit all night.
And
saying.
Yeah, Bosa ain't do shit. Couldn't do shit all
he
night.
couldn't do shit against Lane Johnson.
Lane Johnson is battling that groin injury still.
Yep.
So that's not even a healthy Lane Johnson that Nick Bosa couldn't do nothing with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, we'll see, boys. We'll see how it goes. Be texting back and forth.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna see how it goes.
Tamara.
Yeah, have Tamika send me a number, man. I'll definitely be texting and talking shit during the game. But
yeah,
I dig it. Coming on the show, bro. And anytime you want to come on, just let us know, man. We gonna do this shit every Thursday night. So we appreciate you coming on and all that good stuff. We about to get up out of here. I think this motherfucker's camera is rebooting or some shit.
Yeah, my camera battery died, but ain't no sense in changing it now. We about to be done.
But
right. I appreciate y'all having me on here, man. I appreciate
it. Talking to you, my friend.
All right, man.
For everybody that been watching this shit, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us, and we appreciate this has been another episode of the Reggie Bucum Podcast, man. I'm your boy Meech Castro. That's my guy Pete over there with this camera reboot.
El Gato.
Yeah, that's El Gato over there. But we'll see y'all next Thursday, man. We did this special joint because of the Super Bowl tomorrow, but we'll see y'all on Thursday.
Yeah.
7 p.m. When remember to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. If you're watching on Facebook, add us on Facebook, Reggie Bucum. Add us on Instagram, the Reggie Bucum Podcast. Remember, like I said, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn your notifications on so you can always know when we drop new content or going live like this with another episode. And we'll see y'all when we back here on Thursday, man. We out of here. Peace.
Share the link.